Yeah, I better get off of that that track before I get muted. Silent Hill stuff is very picky about that. Anyways, hi everyone. It's gonna be a 20s day because I'm a little lazy, and I've had a lot of Doom 64 stuff in the last couple of weeks. So I just kind of want to just break for a bit and just we're just gonna do 20s cleanup. What's up, turtles? So I've got my list in front of me. We're just gonna clean up as much as we can today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to jump right into it, because I can start with a slow one, because I think I need to do Witch Doctor number 1. So. Like, this one's perfectly fine for me to warm up on. I've played it enough. But I just want to just do some cleanup for the rest of this game. I don't really want to try too hard at this point. It's probably going to be the last time I do, like, a full cleanup of, like, things below a certain range. It's like the first or second note coming out of the slow part. Yeah, there's a couple spots. There's actually a couple spots that have always been there.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record! Next stage.
Well, like I said, that's just all complex turning at a slow BPM, so that's good to warm up on. So we're cleaning up. I am definitely one of the few people that legitimately enjoys playing this track. Fumbled.
Hey, is this really your best?
I was thinking a little too much about the ending. We're not there yet. Let's not do that. I gotta do that at some point too. That's gonna be fun. I did it on XS. It's a little easier on this, just because of the way the patterns are rearranged. So I can do it.
What's part of the ending or beginning?
Definitely ending. Because the beginning I can bracket part of it. The beginning I can bracket part, and that simplifies it a lot. It's also only the beginning, so if I really need to, I can just quit out and try again. ending of Old School is definitely the most difficult. Good. That ending is definitely one of those charts where you get the ending, you feel so satisfied, even though it's awkward as hell, in the fun way.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Good to get that.
Next stage.
So I'm just gonna go in order of my list that I have at my bottom here. So Forgotten Vampires next. I got it. It's fun. It's a fun one. Once you learn it. But most people don't learn it, so they hate it. It's definitely one of those acquired tastes. I'm going way too far. I should be an XX right here. Alright, the only hard part is the ending. The ending is pretty annoying. Everything else is pretty simple. Welcome in, sir. That last sweep was just the hardest part by far. Alright, good.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Yeah, thankfully that last hole is not worth like 30, 40 plus now. That was a really stupid decision at the time. it all the way to the end, but because of how hard that last sweep is, you miss this last hold getting late, and you just die instantly. I'm glad you made some good progress there. That's good. What's next? Oh boy. I'm going from one VOOC chart to another. I got work to do. It is good. It's also really hard to PG. Lamp folders aren't really that important. Like folder lamps, like they're really not. There's so much content in the game now, even compared to other music games, that you play stuff if you want to, not because you feel like you need to. And a lot of people feel like they need to. This is why I'm not doing folders next game for anything like below a certain level, because it's just so much time investment. I'm sick of that. Didn't get my foot up high enough. It's very easy to double trigger panels.
Absolutely
Yep.
perfect!
Yep. That's what I thought. Well, those are good ones to get, because FA shortcut D19 for Final Edition 2, that's not an easy one. I think they can, but I don't think they will. They're very much in that mindset of everybody gets a new slate every game. Like, it's possible now that we have everything standardized to 1 mil, we have all these fucking chart changes hopefully out of the way for good. Maybe it's possible, but I'm not holding my breath.
Game over!
Changing the range of stuff is a new game, so it doesn't make sense. Also, they changed holds to steps second to last. In book. It was hold, and now
Yeah,
step
it was.
hold.
Yeah, step hold.
I know, because you had to be super late and super careful on those
Yep.
points.
Region is right. Like Konami sometimes does, but it depends on the games. Because between Ace and A20 Plus, I think all scores were kept. I think A3 reverted scores, but World definitely did.
I'm sure my mic kept scores, but not with titles or something.
So the way my handles it is your rating drops. So because of the way they calculate rating in that game, your rating ends up dropping between games, and you have to basically get your rating back because
New stuff.
yeah. So anybody who's not familiar with the my way of doing rating, they have a set of 50 songs. The top 15, like 15 of those songs are rated from the current version of the game, and the remaining 35 songs are from previous versions. So whenever a new game is pushed out, everything's restacked. So whatever's your best 35 out of those 50 is now your old version scores, and now you have to fill up the remaining 15 new version scores with the new content. So it's kind of a reset, but at least like your scores are kept. Like they don't delete scores as far as I know. So it's kind of understandable because it does make you at least try the new things rather than just sit on a top level rank forever.
Level 17, level 20.
I will say reading this on AV700 is actually way easier than reading it slower, which is normally not the case for me. I wasn't even intending to hold that hold.
Is this really your best?
I wouldn't rate it minus 100 or 150. Even that's too much. You still need to like get some really jank movements that are kind of fast.
Next stage.
Like you want your speed down, but too slow, and now it really is clustered. Which is really bad for that chart. Alright, bye Shane, go get some sleep, bud. Hey, Mutan. Vuk Freestyle. What a chart that is. Or was, I guess, at this point. It's been gone well over 6 years now. Good riddance. Like, I give Nightmare some crap, but it at least was kind of fun to play. I can't even say anything positive about Freestyle.
Mostly resolved, except like one extremely annoying part.
It had some annoying parts, but it was better constructed than Freestyle. Freestyle was such a mess. To the point where it really, there really wasn't much point in having it when Nightmare already existed with it for a long time.
Well, as of right now, this is the only good double for me.
Hmm?
As of right now, this is the only good double for me.
I kind of still like D21.
I kinda still like the half double, but it's not good.
Yeah. Well, it was the half double, so.
I don't know what's rated now. 12, 13.
I think it might be 15 now. I don't remember. It's hard to remember. It's all going great.
Hey, is this really your best?
It's tricky. Let me look at the technique there.
Hey, is this really your
See
best?
what I'm doing wrong so I can try and make a correction. Also, I think this one's perfectly fine. I want a better one. It's at least interesting. It's just hard to PG. There are definitely some bad charts for food, but this is not one of them. Let's see here. What am I doing wrong? Oh yeah, I'm like way off. Okay. So I need to be like way more off to the left to make sure I'm not hitting this center by accident. I'm just slow on that. Come on.
Hey, is this really your
I'm
best?
trying to be very careful, but I'm also trying way too hard to be late.
Game over.
It's hard. But if you want PGs, you gotta put the work in. It is. It is that old ass chart that has some edits, so it's slightly better, but not by much. That's such an embarrassing way to
really your
lose it.
best?
What's up, T-Bone? What an embarrassing way to lose a PG. Hey, Dashner. Yeah. Oh well. We just keep going and then pay attention more next time. That's my fault.
Hey,
Brain
is
shut
this
off.
really your best?
Come on. At least do the easy things. I can understand if I botch it on the stretches. Do the easy things. There we go.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Got it good. Yeah, you probably could have done Starburst Overdrive. Well, the ending is a little hard. It's a very fun chart, though.
Next stage.
Like, there's a lot of stuff Conrad did during Prime that felt just kind of average. That one's above average. And has some nice ones. Hi, Kalaria. Hope you're doing well, ma'am. Okay, what's next on the list? Like I said, we're going down the list. Oh my god. I'm not doing Baroque Virus right now. Baroque Virus is one of the hardest 20s to deal with, and I'm not really in the mood for that, so we're going to skip it for now.
Level 20. Difficulty zone level 11. Level 20.
Surprisingly, I don't have this. So I'm probably just screwing up some turns here and there, which is understandable. There's some tough sideways runs in this chart. It's a good one, though. I almost did fall over on that second sideways run. That was close. Finally done on that.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Good. Yeah, that chart is great.
Next stage.
Like, I love 21 a lot as well, but I like the approach this takes. It's just such a cool chart. Challenge. Oh, hell yeah. Congrats on winning yesterday. That's great. I know you and some of the other pinball whizzes have been really going in hard, so big congrats. And I'm sorry that the next day didn't go quite as well, but hey, tournament plays like that. It's okay. You got to play against some cool people, probably. So, definitely something to be proud of. Oh, it's done. It's been done. Hudson did it. Hudson actually managed to do it. Yeah, unless you're... I could probably do it with some work. I actually am pretty close, but it's super difficult. And I would need to get my foot speed back up. But I think my best was like 3 and a good or something. Something close. It's definitely possible. Alright, pop the track.
Level 20. Difficulty zone level 15. Level 20.
Hey, at least there's not a hidden hold worth 70 at the end this time. That ended a lot of people's runs.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
I don't know. I don't keep track of who has how many counts. I'm only concerned with mine, really. But, like, this one's fun. It's a very different take from D18, but it's fun. It is weird, but it's the good weird. It's not like singles, where it's weird in a not great way. Yeah, so this was originally planned as an Infinity song, but it was ported to Fiesta 2 as the crossover.
Game over!
So this, Electric, Passacaglia, and several originals. Baroque Virus. It's a good song. It is a good one. Unfortunately, Jamie and Midi D, they no longer compose new music, but they still produce. They still do arrangements, and Jamie's like super sweet. It's like really, really great person. Like she's very good. She's sweet. I think Top the Charts actually came first. So
I'm
then
pretty sure it was released to DDR later than Pop the Track to Pump.
no, because it was in DDR2 on Wii, I think, which was 2010, if I'm remembering the timeline right. So it's Top the Charts, then Pop the Track. And there is a third song that, when I talked to her, she said there was a third song planned, but she wasn't sure if she was going to send it to anybody, so. And we're probably not getting it in Pump at this point. But yeah, she's great. She's real sweet. She's a big DDR fan, having all console releases. All of them. And she's just a great friend. But yeah, Pop the Track is a good one. Yeah, Hannah Stockzell is a great singer. We hear her a few times. Bubblegum Dancer? Yeah.
Raven Hill?
No. That's Veronica and Jamie herself. But Move That Body is hers. Yeah, Hannah's good. Like, it's just something I'm thinking about now, but like, a lot of like the known singers really do come from Europe.
Lots of singers come from Sweden.
Yeah, Hannah Stockzell's Swedish.
I guess they just have
Yeah,
to
they're just trained really well there, I guess, or we're just lucky.
Now I have to go check where Army of Flowers from.
All right, let's keep going here. What do we got? Mad Science. I'm actually surprised I didn't have that one yet on Phoenix.
New tunes! Use your difficulty zone double!
Isn't Mad Science super late?
It is, but it's hard.
Difficulty zone level 10! Level 20!
It's not timing I have issues with, it's just doing it. Because it's not easy. Almost got it. This really was a revolutionary chart when it was released, and honestly still holds up almost a decade later. Thank you, MVTech. That part's always hard. Like, I'm not good with turning my left foot, so I miss this one a lot. It's just tough. I am prone to rush.
Hey, is this really your best?
JT.
No, I just need to not rush. It's just me getting ahead. This is one of those charts there you look at it the first couple times, you're like, what the hell? And then you actually play it, and it's like, oh, this is actually really cool. Especially with modern meta now. Play it out. Yeah, it's okay. It shouldn't be a problem from there on out.
Hey, is this really your best?
I tried to turn when it's not time to turn yet. Yeah, that's the hard part. That is the hard part. And it's funny because outside of the center hold part, this chart was unironically easier on VJ just to pass because the chance of bad chaining was so much lower.
Turn HJ on.
No, I don't need that. I don't need that. Like if I make mistakes in this chart, it's like 95% of the time it's just me missing. But there were a lot of people that struggled with this when Prime 1 came out originally and did it on VJ instead because aside from the center hold, it was easier. The center hold part on VJ was way harder though, so not recommended otherwise. Play it out. That was my fault. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. All my fault. I got past the hard part and then I just got nervous. That max combo. We'll say that was intentional.
Next stage.
It's okay. Now, what'd you find?
Else.
I don't like the sound of that. Alright.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Like I said, very fun, fun to learn. But this was also released in a time where they hadn't like started previewing videos yet on YouTube. So a lot of us were playing this blind, or if we were lucky, someone who was unfortunate enough to go first uploaded a video for us to watch. I'm pretty sure I sight read that one because I was like, how do you make a 20 out of this song? And then I played it, I'm like, oh. And then I got to the center hold and failed, and I was like, oh! Thank you. Good one to get. But we're still knocking out a lot of 20s. Still got a lot of work to do here. What's next? Oh god, Moonlight Shortcut. Moonlight Shortcut's hard at the end. It has a really tough sweep.
And one is like, ow.
Definitely one of the more difficult ones.
New tunes. Cool song.
At least it's short.
Concentrated suffer.
Yeah, concentrated suffering. Because there's a really nasty turn near the end.
I mean, the whole thing is pretty nasty.
Yeah. Anyways. Play it once to refresh my memory because I don't play it often enough to remember the specifics. Cool.
Absolutely
That is a very
perfect.
scary one.
Wow! New record!
Who needs memory anyways? Just do the thing. Yeah, it's certainly a chart. Because it's just very concentrated for 45 seconds. Just do it.
Next stage.
It was very known for being warm. I had a friend, or I have a friend, when we like first met. I saw him play this all the time. Moonlight in general. First warm up. So Moonlight, hard, and freestyle were very, very common for him. Moonlight's still a good arrangement.
I don't like freestyle.
It's okay.
It's annoying. It's annoying in the wrong way. Like crazy and nightmare annoying in the right way.
Nice to know. Well, speaking of annoying things, Gloria's next.
Shortcut. Difficulty zone level 10. Level 15. Level 20.
I don't like this one, mostly because the song just feels like such a chore to play. Like, no matter which chart I play for this, it always just feels like a chore. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not terribly fun. That's my fault.
Hey, is this really your best?
Fast drills on ups are always the hardest. Always will be. Hello, Ignita. Welcome. Welcome in. Glad you could find me from that.
Absolutely perfect!
So far, I'm good. We are being very
Next
lazy.
stage.
After that showcase happened, I've been very, very tired and lazy. And I had several Dukes before runs I had to prepare. So, we've just been kind of taking a step back. I gave myself a different goal to chill out, so we're just cleaning up all of the 20s in the game right now. So we're just trying to PG like perfect game, all of them, or at least as many as I can. There's a couple that I'm not sure I will ever get, but I will try for them. But we still have a long ways to go. I think I still have like another 30 or 40 songs left to do. But with how big the 20 folder is, it's a pretty good chunk done.
What side of the deal are you not sure about?
Huh?
What side from the deal you are not sure about?
Baroque virus.
You've had it before.
No, I haven't. I've never done it. It's hard. The ending is real hard. Like, those are the two main ones. I still also have to go back to Final Audition 3 at some point and get the 19. That's the only 19 I don't have. Ugh. Oh, I did Gun Rock first try on Phoenix. With the ending change, it was trivial. I also don't have any problem with Slam. I think hardest for singles is either Move That Body or Nisans. Because both of those are extremely difficult endings. I mean, they still do. Charts like those still exist.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Like, remember that Move That Body is only a decade old. Only a decade old. Only a decade old. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's hard to find good availability for this game. Unless you're willing to literally pay so much money for a machine of your own. So, I hope something pops up near you soon. Like, it's not like they made higher charts with the intention of PGing them either anyways, because back in the day, everybody was focused on the no bar meta. I'm glad you're having a good time with Rise. I've enjoyed Rise a lot. Like, I know it has its share of issues, but as a whole, it's still really fun to play, and there are a lot of good things about it. So I've enjoyed it. I've actually spent way more time on that than playing DJ Maxx, which says a lot. Rise is fun. And we will see what happens with it once it leaves early access. When that will happen, probably the end of the year. But that's just a guess. Alright, what's next on my list? Super Akuma Emperor.
That's probably one-time play or something.
Yeah, especially since it's speed related. I probably got tripped up by a run. Because 240 BPM is nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, and they've definitely improved things already, despite only being on early access for about a month. Like, things are definitely better already. Good to get that one try today, because that was some tricky running that I forgot was there in this difficulty.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Take a break for just a second here. Sorry, reading some stuff about other speedrun stuff. Let me get some water. We'll talk about it real quick. It's just a short thing. It's nothing big. I need some water. What time do you want to leave for dinner? About 7:30? Okay, we'll do 7:30. Okay. So yeah, there was the remaster for Hexen and Heretic that came out last week, or about a week and a half ago, I guess at this point. So the speedrun community is deciding like if the console Doom Discord is gonna like take over a board on that, or they're gonna keep them separate, because they are Doom Engine games, and it does kind of make sense to have like Doom Engine games all on the Kex engine together, but it also would make sense to split them up. Yeah, so you pay twice as much to get 5 normal songs. You can play 6 if you play shortcuts as well. It just depends on what you want to do. Most people don't find that worthwhile. The whole premium system is kind of a mess, but the one caveat, the good caveat for grinding at home is that I spend less times logging in because my credits are longer. So it is kind of nice in that respect. So, like I said, they're figuring out what to do with the Heretic Hexen remaster. If you already had copies of Heretic and Hexen, like before the remaster came out, you got them for free. So I've been playing it thanks to that, because it has been nice that Night Dive just gives these remasters for free if you already have the base game files. So, and the new episode for Heretic has been mostly very fun. That certainly is a secret level, though. That certainly was a secret level. I won't spoil it, but it was definitely the weakest part for me by far so far. But I still have 2 levels left to play. Anyways, let's keep going here. What do we have next? We have Broken Karma. Great. It's like one of my least favorite 20s in the whole game.
New tunes. Difficulty zone level 17, level 20.
I just want to get through this in one try, please. What a chart.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record! Next stage.
Ah, thank you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's like not only is the machines far away, they're not even online. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this is a lot of the reason why I really don't play in public very often anymore. Not just because I have a machine, but because conditions like that, like public machine conditions as a whole, have gotten worse with existing machines. Like the ones over at GVM by us are notorious not because like the pads and like the sensors themselves don't have issues. It's the fact that the legs have been so damaged that they're almost impossible to actually work with. And that's like not something you can do without, you can't do anything with unless you just get a brand new set of pads at that point. Like I think really the only place that I would probably play publicly for a serious like set would probably be UFO. That's the only place I trust. What's up, Daystart? That's good to hear. Yeah, there are some good places, and admittedly, GVM, despite its issues with the legs, is one of the better places to play around here, unless you go to a private location. Because there just really aren't a whole lot of options.
I don't like it. That felt fine. Except it was too late.
Would you say those pads are your nemesis? Oh, that's nice. 3 Phoenixes? Nice. I felt that because I slid into that last triple. Whoopsie.
Absolutely perfect!
We'll fix it.
Next stage.
It might be, depending on when it was manufactured.
I mean, this is the first wave of the PIU game, right? It's from the wave when they agreed to.
So this would be like mid 2015 probably? Because GVM would be 2016 when they put them there. And they were probably manufactured a little bit before then.
I don't remember exactly when they made JP machines.
Well, JP was definitely released by like October at the latest, if not a little bit earlier. Because we did get Bad Apple, and that was a pretty early patch.
Yeah, it was.
So it had to have been like before September minimum.
Oh, it was before October. It was August, I believe, by Apple. So yeah, our machine is older than GVM's.
Yep.
And it plays much better.
Yeah, definitely have your fun while you can. And that doesn't even just apply to just like machines before they break. Have fun in general, because I've learned as I get older, my priorities change. I still love this game. I play it to death. But even I have to give up this game at some point. So enjoy the ride while you can. And while you're actually able to enjoy the ride. Because I know my own body's slowing down. So I'm kind of shifting into other things. Alright, let's not blow the last triple this time. You know, like, looking back at this chart, this one's pretty interesting for something that's mostly straight buttons. It's definitely aged better than I thought it would. Okay, that was me.
Hey, is this really your best?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter at a lower level, like, to an extent. It really matters more once you get to, like, late teens and into 20s. Because then the techniques that they make you do now kind of require those kinds of like decent pads, and you can get around it to an extent. Like, cause I played on Pothole DX pads for a long time, but the kinds of bracket charts I could do back then were very limited. Oh, nice. Twilight! Hello, sir. Hope you're well. It really matters most that your pads are sensitive. If your pads are sensitive, then you really can go a lot further than people say you can. And it'll be more work if they're like more recessed in terms of panel recession. But you can still make them work. And you can do some good things. Same thing. Dang it. The same exact mistake.
Absolutely
Come on.
perfect! Next stage.
Yeah, I was glad to see you there. I caught a little glimpse of chat here and there, so I was happy to see you there. And a whole bunch of the other Duke 64 members. Yeah, Friday night I was on one of GGQ's hotfix shows, Parallel Universe, which shows custom content for games. So I was on with Doom 64 The Unmaking, which is a very notable and early 64 WOD by Squibba. And we had both Squibba and Amorpher with me for commentary. It was fun. It was very fun. I wish the run itself could have gone better, but I finished Underestimate. We had a good time, just chilling, just talking about stuff, showing the run off. It was a good time. So I think that'll probably be the last hotfix show I do for a bit, because I've been doing a lot of hotfixes this year. I wasn't expecting to. So I think since the beginning of the year I've done like 5 hotfix shows, which is the most I've done in a year. It's been a lot. It's been like, oh my god, I am playing so many games, I need to back off. So I think this year I've done Descent, I've done Network Transmission, I've done Pump, I've done Doom 64 twice. Ugh. It's a lot of gaming. Alright, I'm gonna go for about 15 more minutes, because I do want to clean up. We want to go get some good pizza later, so I want to make sure we have enough time to actually get to the restaurant. I am very much a gamer. Like, outside of my actual job, I game a lot. I don't know, like, Twilight, because if you're gonna go try and beat a time of mine, you would probably have to do like either a BG max or a WMD max, because the speeds are almost all either really optimized or really hard. Like, there's definitely some unoptimized stuff in BG max and WMD max. Finally.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Good. Didn't flub it. Third time's the charm right there. Thank y'all. Yeah, I know you've been trying with keyboard. That I know that's extra hard for you, so props for trying. But don't force yourself if you're not having fun.
Game over!
Like, not necessarily a winning time, but if you want to get, like, a decent placing on a board, I would go for stuff like the fun levels. I think hardcore has some really, like, pretty beatable times if you go for safe strats. Because both hardcore and panic, you can go for safer strats, and you can still get a pretty decent time. Must beat God. It's like any good RPG. First mission, rescue Kitty. Last mission, kill God. Alright, what else we got left to play here for today? There's Spooky Macaron, there's Vacuum Cleaner. Let's do Vacuum Cleaner first because that's a remix. You know, Cats will probably remix that thing up to like Spooky Vacuum Cleaner.
New tunes! Critical Result Remix!
Yeah, nobody really runs 64 in general these days. I'm like really the only person. It happens. It's a niche game. A lot of fun, but people come and go. Forgot about that.
Hey, is this really your best?
Gotta come out of that with the right foot. It is a little ambiguous. Thanks, HP. honestly, I almost feel like he wrote it back during the Fiesta EX days, but it was rejected, so he just like tidied it up a bit. Herald of Havoc. Yeah, I think he talked to me about that. I still have some things I need to play though, so new games are just gonna have to wait. At least for running. I'm still playing stuff casually too. Because I actually started playing Metal Slug Tactics, which is really neat and also really difficult. It's surprising how hard it is. Alright, so right foot coming out of that section.
Really your best?
Whoopsie. Yep, need the turn. The lack of food is definitely getting to me, so this will be the last song for the day. Turning is important.
New tunes. Difficulty so level setting level 18. Remix.
Yeah, the only thing I've eaten so far is like some cereal with a banana, so I am ready to eat. Look, I slaved through hell in 2 hours the other night. I could use some food. Hey, Gary. How you doing, sir?
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record! Next stage.
Yeah, I'm definitely too hungry to want to play anymore, so we're gonna stop right there. Anyways, thank y'all for joining me. It's a fun little session. Tomorrow we're gonna try and possibly have some online matching with Tusa. He's kind of busy with work, so it's a maybe. If not, we'll continue the 20s grind. In the meantime, for those of you on Twitch, let me see if I can find y'all a host. So my name came from Mega Man X6. So if you play at the very end of the game with 0, it will be very, very recognizable. But let me see if I can find y'all who's doing things. I think I know who we can raid. Yeah, let's go say hi to Satan. She's doing Plants vs. Zombies randomizer with no restrictions. Like I said, I'm going to get food. We'll be back sometime tomorrow, either matching or more 20s. In the meantime, y'all have a good night, good day wherever you are, and I'll see you all next stream. Thanks for watching, everyone.